So today's the last day with the car. With a lot of things. It didn't just take away my ability to escape and evacuate. Like, I had an evacuation plan for fire, for storm, for predators, for anything where I could get my animals safely in the car and all my sentimentals. Where we were, the rabbits had already dug themselves an underground warren in the enclosure. I let them do that because it's a natural habitat. The enclosure was big, and I keep an eye on the direction to make sure it doesn't go out. And if it starts heading towards the edge, you just put like rocks and boulders, and they just change direction. Water. I'd had water lined up. Finally, all these months of no running water. And I finally found and organised three more empty, cleaned out, ready for use, properly cleaned out, professionally, ready to drink water from IBCs, because I've got two that you can't use for drinking, which were donated for me, and I've had them just sitting there, and they were going to be the base to raise the other two up, and then the third one is to transfer it on the ute, because someone also gave me, like, I got donated a water transfer pump and organised a water source, $16 per 1,000 litres. As of next week, I was going to have those delivered, set up. I was got everything to make a platform to put the third one on in the same height as my ute, so I could just drag it onto the ute whenever I need to go do it. I now have 70 litres of water in my jerrys. Yesterday, I ran around all the money I had in my account for the fortnight. I had already paid some of the debits, but instead, I went and got more jerrys. I stocked up with enough like rice and pasta for months. Topped up on things that I know would run out soon, like oil and salts and pepper, and it's got a whole bunch of like tins and packets and things, dried stuff. I even got a Parmesan cheese because I don't have a fridge. I was given a fridge by those people. How's this for a mindset? I should be grateful because of all the nice little free things and extra things that they did for me. Do you know what that sounds like to me? A pedo going, "Hey, come on, don't be so ungrateful. I bought her an ice cream. I told her she was beautiful. I drove her to the park. I did all these nice things before I fucked that little girl." Like, it's like, it doesn't matter that you did the nice things, man. At the end of the day, you still fucked me. I was grateful for the nice things that you did, and one of them was giving me a fridge that you opened up and was just filthy with like disgusting old food, like, because it was an outdoor fridge. I shut the door on that and I was like, okay, because I specifically said to them, I didn't even ask for it. I turned up one day and there was this giant fridge taking over my van, and I was like, I can't have that there. It's going to go outside. So I put it outside because I wasn't able to use it, because when I left there, the three things I asked for, water, heat and solar, all the wiring came undone on the solar. The heater wasn't working, and the water pump never got put on because they were ignoring me when I said it was the water pump. He's like, no, it's not. Till the last day he goes, oh, you were right. So I left there without water, heat and solar. came out, put on the water pump for me, brought someone else to fix the heater because he couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. He rewired all the solar panels, and then afterwards, in the gas light, I went out there to fix a plug that you broke and knocked when you were moving. Actually, while you were here putting on the water pump, trying to figure out why the heater wasn't working and rewiring the solar, you also did that for me. Thank you. I was grateful. But that got twisted into, no, I came out there because you fucked shit up. I got 25 litres of petrol for the generator, plus whatever's in there. Filled it up last night, 12 litres. I'm wise with how I use it. I use it to charge the batteries. But I do it like at the time when I'm igniting the diesel heater at night because that takes a lot of power. I was first told by someone that's dangerous. You can't charge your battery while the heater's going. But this person said you can and hooked it all up for me. It's my third lot of batteries because the first person didn't put enough battery power and didn't tell me, and I just overcharged it straight away. It wasn't enough for what I was using. The second person added more solar and more things to my van, but didn't boost the battery power, like put 2 batteries, so I thought it was more power. It still wasn't enough. So this time around, this person's gotten me 2 batteries as well. And actually, I don't know if there's 1 or 2 in there. I don't know if it's 1 big one or 2 little ones. I don't know because it's in a box and you can't see it. But they've hooked up my battery charger because I already had a battery charger. And it's permanently on there. So I'm hoping they were right. Because in the evenings, and right now first thing in the morning because the batteries are low, I'll charge the generator for a few hours when it's high consumption, you know, when all the wattage is being high, getting the heater going. I'll charge all my devices while it's on. And then overnight and everything, I'll turn off the main switch so that it's not just, the load is not taking anything except just the heater and 12 volt. But I won't use the 12 volt lights because they do suck from it. So I've got these little battery operated things, camping things that I use at night, and my phone lights because everything's all charged. And then in the mornings, I don't normally put the generator, but I had to today because I've had everything unplugged and I wasn't getting solar when I could have. So the batteries were a lot lower. So even when I charged them last night. So it's just like that sort of stuff. And then I've got 50 litres of diesel. For the diesel heater. So the 70 litres of water. The water's a lot closer than the fuel. But the thing is, it's not just water and fuel. Like, I'm going to need food. I'm going to need to do laundry. I'm going to need to take rubbish to the tip. Every fortnight when I would get my pay, I don't have rubbish collection when you're out just floating around in the bush. I made a MacGyver little bin pit thing that it all goes in. And then every fortnight I chuck it in my ute and go to the tip, and I won't be able to do that. What am I going to do with my rubbish? You know what I mean? Like, what I'm going to do is make a system where it's like anything fluid will get buried because I'm not using any chemicals. I'm switching from my normal chemicals that I use, like even in the toilet, just in case I can't get out to empty my toilet at the dump points. I've got a toilet cassette in my caravan. Even though I don't have running water to flush it, I've been using old school style, just like a cup or an empty bottle to like rinse and flush it with after. So what I'm going to do is stop putting toilet paper and chemicals in there I'm gonna have a bin just for the toilet tissue. At the end of every day, it's gonna go, and I'm outside, I'm gonna burn all the tissues. All the liquid and fluid and everything that's in there. If I can't get to a dump point once a week, it will all just be natural. I'm gonna have to make like a drop toilet. I'm gonna have to make a really big fucking hole and just pour it in there and bury it. Sadie's meat. That fridge got kept outside. I put a shower tent over it. It blew off in the storm. It's been wet. It's dried out now. It's been recovered since. But I don't have enough power to even try it or keep it consistently going. It's so filthy from all the food they had in it from barbecuing and like spilt stuff. I haven't touched it. I haven't even used it. God knows it's probably molded. I can't keep it. I'm gonna put it straight back on the back of the ute to return it to them. I'm no longer grateful for all the nice little things they did because they don't matter anymore. And it doesn't entitle you to just shit on someone. What is that, earning tokens to come and like just have the grand slam on someone's life? The thing is, people with trauma can relate to this. We're all or nothing, right? We're either too trusting or we don't trust at all. And it's because we go all in. We don't have the ability to just keep a lid on it. That's twice now. When I was in Dalesford, I said everything, all my traumas, all my fears, all my weaknesses, to the healing team I trusted. Who then used all those against me. And it took everything from me. For 2 years to army crawl back, getting in so much debt from borrowing people. The person who referred me to these people who just fucked me have helped me so much and are amazing. I owe them money. I owe them thousands, which I'm still paying off. I owe other people money. I just got my super out on hardship to buy the tyres, service my car, and pay off $5,000 worth of debt to people I owe money to. I had to sell everything I own to survive in Victoria, and then I've borrowed money to since buy it all again. I'm not selling my generator again. I'm not selling my solar panels again. I'm not selling my Wi-Fi modem and my security cameras again. My tools. I did just sell my soul. This is how you make warriors. I'm in so much physical pain. My somatic symptoms are next level. I haven't stopped shitting. I went through 2 rolls yesterday. I'm all right when I'm just laying here. As soon as I get up and move, I need to shit. As soon as I have a drink, I need to shit. I medicated last night for the first time. Didn't do anything because I only got the day ones. I was in the process of changing over scripts to get new oils and everything for sleep. These still have terpenes in them for pain and inflammation, but nothing like the oil. And for the level I'm at, I'm in mega survival, fight or flight. The good thing is my panic's not kicking in. It's because I'm alone. I'm alone and I'm able to go, all right, what do I do? If I had anyone next to me, do this, stimulation, sensory, I would lose my frontal lobe. I would start shaking and get panicky. I trusted those people with more than the car. I literally gave them the power to take my life away by relying on them. Being connected to that. This last couple of weeks between that pharmacist showing me that she's nothing that she presented herself as, there was no holistic approach in how she was handling me. She was nice and warm and gentle, and then the moment she got talking to doctors in the system, and the moment she took on other things and her life got fast, all that went out the window. She told me I needed to get rid of my dog. She told me that I should shut down the channel. She was trying to force me into socializing and moving into out of the rural area into like this city. She was trying to get me to go into like shelters and stuff, and then she threatened me with a cat call. After being the one who lost my fucking meds by not putting signature required on it and registering the post. Like, fuck off, motherfucker. That didn't just cost me my meds. That cost me my health, my trust and my healing went backwards. It put my fear right back up and enraged me like something else. It humiliated me, fucked with my pets, and put me in debt. There was nothing holistic, warm, gentle, calm and healing about that motherfucker. Telling me you'll take it at my pace around my health, that you see me, you hear me. So coming out of that to find out about the car's my fault. It was back when I was flipping out, self-harming, was losing keys, couldn't see in front of me, and I said to this person straight up, this is trauma brain, help me. I can't see what's in front of me. I can't even read this report, what it says. Can you please translate it? They knew I was having seizures. They knew I was self-harming. They knew I was having panic attacks and meltdowns, vomiting. I flipped out and said, I've been in here for 2 months. You haven't done anything I paid for. And I left. And they knew I was scared. Knew my safe space. Everything that scares me to use against me, that's what I'm scared of. I just had people who were representing themselves as warm hippie healers who came at me with every trigger intentionally to use against me and scare me. Purchased a shed that's just been sitting there. Finally had people who were going to help me set it up. What does that mean? Half of it was going to mean I could actually hand wash laundry and dry it up in the rain. Have a cover area for my generator, a real one. Store all my tools somewhere. So much of my stuff's getting destroyed because I bought the shed knowing that I've got too much stuff to keep in the van. Because where I was previously, they had a shed where I could keep stuff. So I needed a shed. Couldn't put it up by myself. After 6 months, finally got someone who said they'll help me. Went out and got everything that I need, made the plan, and then this happened on this week. I don't have a car. Had to change everything. Plus they're connected to these people. They were telling me, we are so sorry, we never thought they would do this, and could see that they lied. Told me they would have my back, but then freaked out when they got confronted by them and went, I don't know what to do. And I got left on my own just with basically a gaslighting ambush from a whole big scary house of people who know my safe place and trauma. So I surrendered. I said, okay, I'm too sick for this. I can't do Jessie 2.0 when I'm this sick. And you all know everything that can just destroy me further than you have. So I've taken the loss of the $10,380 I paid on the car, the $1,180 I paid for 4 new tires. I don't want them to get those tires. They gave me a car that needed new tires. So that's what I'm going to give them back, a car that needs new tires. They're not getting my new tires. I'm also not going to clean it. It's covered in mud. And inside it's covered in dirt because I've been out on 4-wheel driving. But I've been really safe and taken such good care of it. The people who hooked me up with these guys have been 4-wheel driving with me, and they can vouch, if forced to, that I was a grandma driver. I am a grandma driver. I am always told that I'm a grandma driver, even though it was 4-wheel drive terrain. First of all, the people know what I needed it for. They said it would be perfect for it. Secondly, they've been there with me rolling around really gently. I, being as hypervigilant as I am, knew every rock, every ditch, every branch, everything, to just glide through that so amazingly. Kept up with the oils, had someone who's mechanically minded just top everything up for me. I was told it needs new brakes. I asked if it would last. I was told to keep an eye on it. They were fine. I asked the mechanic when I got it serviced to tell me everything it needed and to let me know if it needs anything minor. Just give me a call to see if it needed brakes doing or not. Because they would call me and I'll be like, yes, please do the brakes. They didn't even say anything about the brakes. So I was like, it doesn't need brakes, does it? I don't know. I was just going to get new brakes now. I was going to get all the minor things that came up, like the wiper blades, anything little. It's like, okay, let's book it in. But actually, I paid to get a diagnosis report. Be like, holy mother of God. He's like, this one problem's going to be at least $5,000. I had a panic attack. Got the original thing because I had said to that person, I can't read, can you translate it to me? Doing it based on trust. Didn't even read it. I was like, I'm too fucked. He said it's the tires, the brakes. Actually, now when you look at it, it clearly says customer was concerned about it losing power. And then other thing, customer was concerned about DFP or whatever. Customer was concerned about it. So I've gone back and said, hey, and they've gone, no, it was perfect, it was fine, it was just the brakes and tires. I'm like, no, it says on here that you were concerned about the power. No, it doesn't. No, we weren't. You knew how it was as it was. You took it. You weren't forced. No, I wasn't forced, but I was leaving your property after saying I don't want it. You came down, parked in front of me once the car had the van hitched and I was about to drive out. You came in front of me and blocked me while I was sick trying to get out of there. And in that panic state, because I needed it, I said, okay, translate it. And I just trusted. They saw me coming a mile away, just like Dalesford crew. Jesse 2.0. And it's my fault for trusting in anyone's case being dumb and not checking, right? No frontal lobe, no rationale, below functioning capacity. That's when I was losing keys and couldn't see why it was right in front of me. Last week in a panic, I lost those keys again. I'm terrified that they're in that car because I've got a caravan key on it. I can't see properly. If I hand back that car and they go ahead and find the keys, that means they're going to have a copy of my caravan key. So now I have to change the locks on my caravan door. It's okay. I've got cameras 360 around the van. I've got cameras in the van. Even though Sadie's friendly and loves everyone when we're out, if anyone just randomly approaches the van, the Rottweiler and Ridgeback kick in. And she feeds off my energy. They know what I use to protect myself. They know. So I'm going to change. I'm not just going to have a little handheld chainsaw and a fishing spear harpoon. I'm going to set things up around. I'm not violent and I won't attack anyone, but I make it so that you can't attack me. You can't rape a woman who's holding a live chainsaw. You're not going to run at someone who's holding a harpoon at you. But now they know that, they can preempt things. I have to think of new ways to protect myself from afar so that no one can get near me. That's how scared I am. Because it's not just about the person who ripped me off. It's actually about the people he's connected to and living with. He's taken in all kinds of riffraff, troubled teens, angry men, bogans out in the fucking bogan area who now all know all this about me, that I'm alone and scared with not a single person, scared of police. Now I've got no car. I've pissed them off. It's okay. If anyone comes near my pets, it will be the last thing that they do. I've got cameras now all around my rabbit enclosure as well as all around the van. Everything will be recorded, including what I do to you if you do anything to my pets. I'm out here in stealth mode now, so I'm ready for everyone and anything. But unfortunately, it means my mental health and my physical health aren't going to be something I can focus on just relaxing. Like, my days are going to be spent doing all the right things for my health. I will be doing yoga and exercising and neuroplasticity. But in this state of fear and hypervigilance and hardship, with not a single person in the world to trust anymore. What do you think that's doing for my nervous system every minute of the day, yeah? So everything I'm doing is just to keep myself from having panic attacks, seizures, from self-harming, from losing the lobe. Everything I'm doing, all my teas that I'm drinking, every thing that I'm practicing, and every time I try to meditate, it's all to keep me safe. And my pets safe. Because at least now I can afford to feed them. I'd already started looking for homes. Maybe the universe has done this so that I don't go into financial hardship and I can lose humans altogether and just really focus on myself, but being scared of what these people are going to do now that I'm at war with them. I can feel it in my shoulders, my neck, the burning out the side of my ribs, down my thighs and my ass. It's always worse in the morning and at night. It's worse at the end of the day when you've just non-stop charged around and you finally just stop. And it's worse in the morning when you have to get up and push through. But once you push through that initial agony and do all the mental training and neuroplasticity, and affirmations and have all the teas, do some stretches and exercises, stand out, embrace that sunshine in the Superman pose, connect with spirit, and take a deep belly breath. The pain all just gets locked in and ready to push through for the day. That's going to be today, as I have my last day with my ute, and tomorrow as I return the ute. Even once I return it, it's an hour's drive or more. I still have to walk and hitchhike back with my dog. So I'm taking an overnight backpack with me. I'll take my meds. I'll even take a hot water bottle, my mini kettle, my mini stove, and my butane can, so I can make a hot water bottle, because Monday night is going to be once my legs and my health decide that I can't go anymore before the day. We're going to find somewhere. On a lot of the bushwalks I've seen, there's so many like little mini caves and hollowed out trees and logs, or like cul-de-sacs of trees. There are a lot of hidey holes. I'll be able to do it to get back to the van. I'm going to see it as an adventure. The only thing is that it's winter. It sucks that it's winter. The Dalesford thing fucked me over right in winter too, so I've had the last 2 winters, and then the next one I was not set up in my van properly either, so I've actually but last winter I had access to a bath at someone's house. That's okay. I am going to use this as an opportunity to strengthen the warrior in me.